Hello, I'm Alena Chapman, and I'm founder of Manifesto. I'm a spiritual curator and a soul nurturer. And today I would like to talk to you about that wonderful relationship you have with yourself and how to heal that. Because so many of us, we just don't take the time and really don't even feel like we deserve. It's almost like we feel like we don't deserve to heal. It's very interesting. But we walk around we skip steps in that healing process, and then we don't fully heal. Or we wear it like a badge, or we say we're a victim, we jump right to the victimhood, or we blame ourselves, or we just do things that either stuff it down or we own it like our story, our badge of honor. But see, when we do that, guys, oh my gosh, number one, we're skipping who we truly are, and we're covering it up with and shoving it down all this story. But the worst part, then that story becomes us. It guides us in who we form new relationships with, reliving it all the time in different ways, shapes, or form, because we never really learned the lesson from it. We just took it and stuffed it and used it as a badge. We never really did anything that was what it was for. When we start to learn that nothing is done to us, that everything is done for us to learn from, that is a huge, big understanding right there. I'll say it again. That nothing is done to us, but it's done for us to learn. And when you start looking at it that way, well, that kind of changes it, doesn't it? So, I have a little system I do for myself. And actually, I have been doing it with a lot of other people now, because so many more are coming who want to heal. They just don't want to feel this. And I understand. Sometimes we're trying to heal from feeling like we're a failure. All right? I get that. We all have that moment in our life where we feel like a failure, even though there really isn't any failure. But boy, don't tell that to me when I feel like I failed. Or we just left that really highly toxic relationship that did a real number on our psyche. We all need to come back from that. Some of us are grieving. Others of us are, maybe we just have left a normal relationship where we're like, what happened? And we blame ourselves for that. So we've got that guilt, that shame. All right, we all have things that we went through, okay? But when we go through some kind of crisis or some heavy-duty learning experience, all right, we have to reassess, because it can be a growing time for us, but first we have to repair. And one without the other doesn't complete the cycle. I'll explain. So I have this little thing I like to do. I call it retreat, energy, understanding. Those are the 3 steps. Retreat, energy, understanding. And I'm going to tell you about it today. Retreat. Okay. It sounds like we fought a war. Well, sometimes we have. So retreat means, all right, I'm going to pull back. I'm going to understand this feeling, because sometimes we can, I don't know, I left a relationship once in my life, a couple times. and I'll tell you, it stopped me dead in my tracks. It was so heavy. I didn't want to move. And sometimes we get that kind of pain that's just like and grief is like that too heavy. Well, pull back. Listen to yourself. And that's the retreat. Honor yourself. Allow yourself the time to just process. You got to process it. You got to say, whoa, what in the heck happened to me? What was that? And why? And why do I feel like I failed? I do feel like I failed, but why? And it hurts. And just allow that hurt. And start to trust yourself. Trust. I know that during those times, I like to listen to healing music. I like to travel. I like to drive in my car, just drive out in the country somewhere. And I just want to be by myself. And I just want to allow the feeling and try to gain some clarity on the subject, and allow yourself that. Maybe you're someone who likes to watch movies so you can cry. Maybe you're someone, whatever it is, trust your feelings and what you want to do, and allow yourself to do it, as long as it's not harming anyone. We don't want to, take a crowbar to a car or anything, nothing like that. No, that's not where we're going. It's what you're going to do with you as far as just processing. And if you need someone to talk to, find that friend who's supportive, not a basher, not that, but someone who's just going to listen and love you and just loves you for you. A really good friend like that. That's the time when you are just listening to yourself and treating yourself as gently as you feel like you want to be treated. And there's an important step in that, because you're beginning to really honor you, what you need to heal. Not what that person needs to heal, or that person, or even what I need to heal. Your retreat might look totally, you might want to go bowling for all I know. It's what's calling you to be able to have that time to process what has happened and assess the damage. Like a ship that's been hit by a torpedo. But you do need that time, because sometimes it's like, whoa, what is going on? You need to process. And then the energy. Okay, so you've processed, and you've taken that time. And then all of a sudden you get this surge of energy. And that is energy. Sometimes you're angry because you've passed from, okay, I assessed the damage and now I'm angry, or I want to just get it out of me. And whatever that is, I love to run or hike. I like to get out in nature and hike. If it's summer, I like to bike on my bike. I like to do things that give me, where I'm getting up some sweat. Dance. I like to dance. I like to get it out of me. I also will do artwork, or I like music, so I'll try to write a song or something. I like poetry, so I'll write poetry. I also like to write letters and then just burn them in a bonfire or a little campfire in the summer, in the fireplace in the winter. These are things, it's all to expel the energy. If I'm going through grief, then that's where I cry it out like crazy. Okay? That's where I allow my feelings to expel from me. And why is that important? Because if we keep holding them down inside, we do this crazy thing, and I call it popcorn. I do. I've called it popcorn ever since. I don't know how long. But it's where we pop out with stuff, that sarcasm, that anger will come out like this because you didn't vent it out. You didn't get it out of your system. So it's got to come out anyway. So it like flies out at weird times. You don't need that. Get it out. Run around the block. Take the dog out, whatever, but get it out of your system. And just getting with girlfriends and boyfriends or whatever and doing the bashing thing, that really doesn't work. That actually feeds it. Oh, and now I'm angrier. That's not cool. Okay? And we're supposed to be really starting to look at ourselves and healing our own relationship with us, not creating more fire about someone else. It's how we're processing it. So then we let that out, and that letter that you write can be anything you want, because you're going to burn it. It can be getting it out, or it can be talking to yourself, and how you feel. It's whatever it is. And then you move into the understanding. And this is powerful, because you've exhausted your energy, you've gone through the processing, and now you can understand. And with that, let's not forget, when you did that retreat, you honored yourself. So you're already moving into a place where you're looking at yourself. And when you come to that understanding, then all of a sudden, you can start to look at the situation, at what has happened, through the eyes of honoring yourself. And you actually start to find that you have more kindness for yourself in this understanding. You start to see it in a way, a higher way. And you're not blaming anyone. You're not causing grief for anyone. You're understanding in a higher way. You're understanding that the failure wasn't really a failure. You're understanding that toxic relationship, well, it's no one's real fault. It's just that that's how that person is, and I'm not. And I don't want to be it. But they have a lot to work through. Next time down the line, I'm not going to allow that into my life. See? There's not like real anger. There's now this higher understanding. And it becomes the healing. That understanding is the true roundabout healing. And that's where you learn the incredible strength that you have. And you start to form a really firm friendship with you. If any of you are going through something or feel like you've been suffering with something for some while, maybe it is that just always beating yourself up kind of thing. Yeah. Or you are, you don't feel that confidence. You're scared to step forward. Well, that's because you haven't gone through the steps. There's something there. And these steps can get, they have things entailed in them. I'm giving you an overview. But I have helped so many with this. And it's because we have a lot of people suffering. There's no need. So if you are interested and you want help with this, that's one of the things we do in Soul Manifesto, is help people to start to love who they are. Because you know what? That energy inside you has all the beauty, the love, the incredible growth and wisdom. And when we start to love ourselves, we can open to that and allow it to bring us forward in a better light. But we got to do some healing. It's just the way it is. Nothing big. We can do it. But sometimes we need some help. And if you want some help, I'm here for you. I've done it a million times. And also, I've done it myself. So I know what you're going through. I understand. So you don't need to suffer alone. In fact, it's ridiculous. Don't suffer alone. Don't. Everybody is here. Soul Manifesto is here. I am here. So just reach out to me. In the Soul Manifesto, it's very private comments on the Soul Manifesto contact page. Contact me. soulmanifesto.com and just contact me. Okay? Spirit is love. Love. And when we start to learn and have a relationship with ourselves and begin that process of loving ourselves, we are actually saying to the universe, thank you for me being me. And we open up to a bigger love of not only ourselves, but our soul and the universe. It's a beautiful journey. And when we do that, my friends, we are totally with Spirit in every way. No one needs to suffer. All right? Not when we have all this wonderful friends here in Soul Manifesto that can help. All right. Namaste, my dears. Enjoy your journey, and let's begin to heal. Thanks for watching. Don't miss out on a single thing. Subscribe below. And here's something else I think you'll enjoy. Namaste.